that was Lightyear, everybody. Feels so weird saying this after a cut, but that was Lightyear. A Buzz Lightyear movie, you know, based on the actual toy line canonically in the Toy Story universe. Which was pretty interesting to say the least, you know. See, as a standalone film, I think it's fine. You know, it was decent. It was an okay movie. As a Toy Story movie, especially for, like, you know, the canonical reason, you know, the main advertisement for the Toy Story, like, you know, Buzz Lightyear merchandise, it was kind of horrible, honestly. Like, it's fine, but it just doesn't really feel like a Buzz Lightyear movie, you know? Now, when you think of Buzz Lightyear and, like, an actual story tied to Buzz, like, based on lore and not the Toy Story, like, you know, universe, you expect all these things, like a genuine space adventure, being out of space, seeing new planets, new, you know, new cultures, all these different things, the main Star Command Center, you know? All these different things, yet we're tethered to one planet the entire movie, you know? Not only that, but Emperor Zurg wasn't even really Emperor Zurg, you know? Like, I wouldn't blame them if they did go down the route of obviously, you know, having Zurg be Buzz's father, since we know that canonically in the Toy Story lore, Zurg is Buzz's father in some way. You know, they did the whole Star Wars reference there with Buzz doing that, and you know, it's a weird canonical thing in the Toy Story universe. But in this one, they just made it future Buzz, who, you know, just had all this grief and everything from the mission, which, to be fair, they did build upon. It does make some sense, since Buzz was going down that route in the first place, trying to think of, like, you know, if time travel was an option. And here's our after credit scene, I guess.
Laser shield.
Fun. I forgot to change the thing to English again, but I don't think it matters. Oh my god. I'm not changing it, I don't care. We're in credits this time. It can be whatever other language is connected to this. Everything's in English anyway in terms of, you know, the text, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, like I said, you know, it's fine, but like, having Zurg actually not even be like a character and just be, you know, like an alias and like a weird identity thing for Buzz in the first place, that would just be like an armored suit and not a character. It was a bit weird, you know, like I said, this went in a lot of weird directions, and honestly, it went in kind of a lot of stupid directions, you know. This kind of tried to be like an origin story for Buzz Lightyear, but it's not the origin story for Buzz Lightyear. You know, like, Buzz has already gone through, like, his cadet training, his time on doing this stuff, what even inspired him to be a space ranger in the first place. All that stuff's just kind of gone. There's nothing here indicating to any of that, and so it's just kind of weird, you know. We never saw anything of Star Command outside of this planet, you know, like, all we saw here is just the result of a few Star Command, you know, cadets and officers and all that, just making a new civilization since they couldn't find anyone. Like, did Star Command, like, never search the planet they were designated to go into? Did they just forget about these guys right after, you know? Like, what the hell is going on with the Star Command Center and, like, all the cadets and stuff that, you know, were out there before Buzz and his crew reached this planet? Like, what the hell? They never tried looking for them? There was no search party? It's very, very strange, like I said. You know, what really does make it weirder as well is that they actually say this is the fucking movie that led to, you know, the toy line and the story and everything that Andy and everyone enjoyed from Buzz Lightyear, but this feels more like a reboot, you know? It feels more like the reboot of the movie that Andy would have seen in the future, you know, and just went back and think, I like the original more, like, much like how kids, you know, like, people of our generation, my generation, are like nowadays, you know, with stuff like the Ben 10 reboot, with stuff like any kind of the Cartoon Network reboot, you know? People who grew up with those things, just going back and seeing, like, yeah, I like the originals better. And obviously, all the live-action movies that Disney produce nowadays based on their old ones is not really helping with that mindset. But like I said, guys, this, in general, it was pretty generic. You know, it wasn't even really a space movie. It just had space in it near the end. But, yeah, overall, not much. I think it would have been better if it did at least try to tie in with the TV show they actually canonically released, which is actually a canon TV show for Buzz Lightyear in the franchise. You know, Buzz Lightyear of Star Command, or whatever the cartoon was called. Yeah, if they went that direction, and that, you know, obviously, because that TV series didn't cover like the origin of Buzz Lightyear either. But if this was the movie that, you know, gave us that kind of insight on that you know, what's it called, that TV show, then it would have been a little bit better. You know, could have tied into that. I know that it's an old, dead TV show now, and Disney aren't looking to market that anymore. You know, kids of this generation have no idea what that probably even was. But even still, like, it would have been a little better than this, you know. But yeah, it is what it is. The last three things I've recorded back to back have all been movies. I did Pocahontas, then I did Sing 2, and now I've done Buzz Lightyear: A Star Command. I fell a bit behind on the movie so I just decided to just pack them all together, do them all, and I am a little bit tired and knackered of doing movies now, you know? At least it's done though, right? At least it is done now. Like I said, I've never done movies this much in succession before, you know, back to back to back. But I am just glad that I have it all done now. One of the rare times that I'm actually ahead of a movie, and not just for like a day or two. I'm recording this. This is being finished recording on the 20th, so hopefully it gives me all the time to deal with you know, the copyright blocks and all that stuff. But yeah, Buzz Lightyear, everybody. I don't know what the general opinion on this movie is, but, well, I hope people found more enjoyment in it than I did, because like I said, it was fine, but I'd probably put any of the Toy Story movies above it, maybe even Toy Story 3. I haven't watched that movie in many, many years, though, so, you know, who knows. I know I said at the start of this that movie didn't really click with me all that much, and neither did this one. This was fine. I like his, you know, I like Socks. I think Socks was like my favourite character in the entire movie. I love that fucking cat. But even still, you know, it's just kind of there for me, you know. I can't like every movie. It could be tied to the fact that I have done so many movies at this point anyway, back to back, and I'm getting a little tired of it. But genuinely speaking, you know, generally speaking, this was just fine. It was fine, but I probably won't be rewatching it that much in the future. But yeah. Anyway, though, you know, this is the movie that's going to come out on October 1st. So I got to think of something to do for that month, since there's Halloween coming up. I'm not sure. Maybe do a live-action movie, because in terms of animated stuff, I'm not entirely sure what to actually bring to the table, you know? In terms of Halloween, like, horror cartoon stuff, there's not a whole lot, you know, so maybe it'll be one of the rare times, you know, because I don't typically do live-action stuff as a main thing on the channel. Like, if I get recommended, like, a regular live-action movie or a show or something, I'm just going to ignore it. It's not going to happen on the channel, but, like, for a movie or something, for a special occasion, like, you know, a holiday or something, there's possibility there, you know. Last year I did, a Christmas movie. I forgot what it was called, Christmas Chronicles or something, which I think has been blocked since I posted it, so I really gotta fucking unblock that one. Holy shit, that just came to me. But yeah, either way though, you know, I will try and think of something to do, you know. Maybe a movie outside of the poll. Just have like a regular poll as usual, and then like a little something extra on the day. I'm not sure. We'll see what happens, you know, we'll definitely see. There is some time for that as well, so, you know, who knows. But yeah. That was Lightyear, everybody. It's fine, but that's pretty much it. It's fine. Still just another Disney movie to take off the bucket list, right? Because there's still many, many more that most of them are from the old era. Oh my fucking god, they're still going.
आपको जाना चाहिए साउथ। वहाँ एक नीला समंदर है जो बहुत खूबसूरत है। मैंने तो यही सुना है। अगर आपको जल्दी पहुँचना है तो फिर आपके लिए ये रास्ता सही है। आप समझ गए? कोई है?
I'm not sure why, but it's funnier in this language. Whatever. I wasn't changing it again. I've humiliated myself at least 5 times already doing that in this reaction. Not sure why the file even started there if I had English to begin with, but who knows. Oh. We'll watch this though. There's the proper sound effects for the Pixar logo. Alright everybody, that was Lightyear. You've gotta be fucking kidding me. You fuck off, you did not survive that. Unless they're actually